Hi everyone. Happy Sunday. It's Sunday evening when I'm recording this week. Thank you for being so flexible with your times, and I just appreciate you all. We're gonna do a little bit of like an evening yoga. So even if you're watching it at another time, it's fine if it's in the day. It's gonna be a real like chill out one. So we're gonna try and like just get the body into that beautiful calm nervous system, get yourself cozy and ready just to kind of either start your day with a bit of peacefulness, start your day with your body, its nervous system all reset and ready, clear in mind. Or if it's the evening, hopefully this is a beautiful practice just to help you release the day, the week, the month as we kind of lean into this next season. We're kind of welcomed spring this week, which is really cool. Your spring equinox, really beautiful. Yeah, there's a cool, yeah, things going on with the moon and the stars and things at the minute, which sounds a bit cheesy to talk about, but it's a really exciting year. I had the honor of working with some really cool women over this weekend, and they just really reminded me about the power of community, the power of the work that we're doing here on a yoga mat, the breath, the movement, time for you, the self compassion, just so many elements that yoga brings us. So I just wanted to, yeah, just say like, let's keep going on this yoga journey together. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, what we're going to do is we move and flow today. So we're going to come back as we move into the spring equinox, maybe back to if you practice with me often, at the start of this year in January, we kind of tried to think about a word, like what would be our word of the year? What would be, instead of maybe setting these huge goals, maybe there's an intention, a word, a feeling, something that really resonated with you. It's something that you wanted to tap into this year. And we're going to come back to that word today. And if you weren't here or that's not part of your practice, no worries. You could also think as well today of a new word, keep your word. But the idea was to think of if there was one or two words that really summed up a feeling that you wanted, something you want to invite more of in your life. Let's focus on that intentionally as we move and flow, so that we can just set our brain and our body into that place. Maybe it's growth, balance, peace, abundance, release. It could be something like magic. It could be health. It could be happiness, joy, softness, stillness, mindfulness, being present. There are so many words: strength, resilience, growth, change, all of them. Any of the words that maybe stuck with you, one, two, five, whatever it is, bring it with you in your practice tonight. So I'm going to get you to meet you today. We're going to start our practice in our child's pose. So come and join me in your child's pose. You can take it whichever way you want. We're going to take it and stay a little bit longer. So knees can be hip distance, or you can take the knees a little wider if you want to get a little bit further into those hips. We're going to fold down into that beautiful child's pose and just close the eyes. And you can have the fists stacked, allow the forehead to soften here if that feels good. You can take the hands slightly forward, or you can even wrap the hands behind you, reaching them kind of behind near the ankles or the feet. Genuinely, there's no wrong place. All there is just finding what feels good to you. Soften into the mat. Just allow the body to begin to settle. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. As you begin to settle, just check in and see kind of what's going on for you. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Stretch to maybe soften into the pose. Noticing the body, a connection with the body and the mat. Or do you kind of feel maybe the tops of the feet, the knees, the hands, maybe the elbows? Where are you feeling that connection with the floor?
Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale, just feeling gravity do its job, feeling connected and supported and safe on your mat in this breath, in this moment. It really is that beautiful sacred space. Breathing in, breathing out, good. And as you soften, let's come back to our word today. 4 words. Whether it's a new one, if you're new to practicing with me, whether it's coming back to that word you set as an intention for the year, then you can decide today if it's one that's still relevant, something you want to stick with, or something you want to shift or change. What is it that you'd like to invite a little more of into your life? Breathing in, slowly breathing out. Just allow yourself to continue to soften into your child's pose. Staying here a little longer today. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Well, tonight we're going to hold the poses a little bit longer. Not fully a yin yoga class, but just a little bit in that direction, staying longer, deep, and taking those deep breaths. We're going to walk the hands to the right hand side. Again, you can keep those knees a little wider. You can bring them in. I'm going to take them over to the right. Now, what I want you to do is see if you can just shimmy that left hip over and drop the head down. Head comes somewhere on the arms. Just see what it's like to take that lovely stretch. Good. Close the eyes, make sure the head's supported. And take the left hand on top of the right, whatever feels good. Inhale. Slowly exhale out. Amazing. Relaxing in the forehead. Breathing in. My beautiful friends, just let it go today and breathing out. And again, maybe thinking of your word as we begin the practice, coming back to the middle and over towards the left. So you think of your word, maybe sink down on this side, close the eyes, find that beautiful stretch, really crossing the hand over. Deep breath in and out. And just think about what that word looks like. Imagine like writing it down, maybe on a blank page of paper. See what that word looks like. Is it hope? Is it joy? Is it balance or strength? Strong, light, magic, abundance, experience, playfulness. What is your word? And you just see it written down, letter by letter on a page. Just noticing it, taking that word with you. Inhale, coming back to center, reaching forward. Good. As you reach forward again, just sink down, coming back. This time you've got the option, arms extended, bringing them. Chest down, maybe you keep the head a little bit lifted, chin in, the arms extended, or maybe you bend the uppers and fall down, up to you. Yogi's choice. Drop the shoulders down and draw them away from the ears. It feels good. Might help with that little release in the upper body. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Relax in the forehead. Good. Inhale, coming all the way up. Awesome, team. And then from here, we're just going to lift up in that pelvis. Slowly bring the body down. Come to a nice upright position on the mat. See how you're feeling. Drop the shoulders down into a nice upright position. We're going to take a little stretch. We're going to bring our right foot on the inside of our left leg. So we're bringing that leg. You've got the choice to take the leg out. You can bring it a little bit more forward. Absolutely fine. We're going to turn and face the leg. Just want you to find that little bit of a twist. Bring the leg in that direction. Just move a cup of tea before I kick it over. And sit nice and tall. Good. And you're here as you square off the body. That just means you turn the chest as far in the direction of the knee as possible. If that feels a lot for you today, just please adjust. If the knee needs to bend a little bit, whatever feels right to you. This one is going to feel different for everybody. What I want you to do is just let the upper body now just lean forward. You want it to feel heavy. Just let it slowly sink down. See how that feels. You might feel it in the back body. You might feel it in the back of the leg. Maybe draw the chin down. And just see how you feel. Maybe invite you to flip the palms up again, just kind of inviting all those things into our lives that we really want. Maybe reaching the hands a bit more forward to see how that feels. And from here, you've got the option, you can just let everything hang down. Maybe if the body feels like it can do a little more releasing, just let everything soften down. Nose drawing down. Doesn't matter how upright your body is or how flat it is on the leg. It's just how does it feel? I want you to close the eyes or look down, and we're just gonna breathe. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Surrender in this pose. Allow yourself to relax in the forehead and the face. Maybe even separating in the jaw. Let go in the teeth. Breathing in. Breathing out. Let yourself relax. Soften in the eyelids. Beautiful. Four. Good. Now on 3. See if the body will let you sink a little deeper. It may not. Just let that gravity do the work. Where does your body go? 2. Deep breath in and out. 1. Amazing. Relaxing in the forehead. Inhale, slowly peeling the body out. Good. From here, we're just going to take a little reset. We're going to bring the legs out. You can just make sure that you lean back, maybe swivel the body, just finding a little bit of that Shavasana pose. You can wiggle the feet a little wider, bring the backs of the hands onto the mat. Just take a breath. Inhale. Bring the breath a little deeper and exhale. Good, just resetting here, turn the neck left to right. Putting a little bit more movement in there. Release any tightness in the neck. 3. Nice. 2. And 1. Slowly bring the neck back to center. You've got it. What we're going to do is just slowly peel the body up whatever way feels good to you, coming all the way back up. As we sit up, we're going to take the other leg. We're going to bend into the left foot, bring it into the inner thigh of the right. And you've got the option to stay here nice and tall. You can take the leg wherever feels comfortable. What we want to be doing is we want to be turning that body, right? Wiggle the sit bones so they feel nice and balanced. Lifting up in the chest, turning towards that leg. Breathe in and exhale. Just let the body soften. This side might feel tighter. Just notice how it feels. Just slowly ease in. Maybe flip those palms up. And just let that chin draw down. Let the whole of the back arch. You don't want to pulling. Just notice how that feels. Might be more uplifted. You might be able to wiggle a little bit more forward. And just take those small little movements. You need to bend a little bit in the knee. You choose, but listen to your body always. You know yourself. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Relaxing. Softening in the teeth. Breathing in. Breathing out. Amazing. For 4. 3. Relax the jaw. Maybe for those last 2 counts, see if the body will let you just ease a little deeper. Don't worry if not. Inhale and exhale. 2. And 1. Inhale, coming all the way back up. You've got it. Beautiful. Then we're going to bring those legs out. You can turn whatever way feels good on the mat, finding a lovely little reset. Lowering down into our Shavasana pose. Now from here, you can have the legs extended. You could also bend the knees and wiggle the feet a little wider. Let the knees draw in. Let those palms flip up though, ready to receive. Maybe as we relax and release, inhale. Just thinking of your word, maybe seeing if you could see it in your mind's eye written on that bit of paper, tracing over it, welcoming it a little more into your conscious mind. And then off option here to rock the head left to right, just releasing in the neck. Slow or as quick as possible. You've got it. Listen to what you want from that movement. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And then slowly bring the head back to center and stillness. We're going to wiggle the feet back so that they're hip distance apart. We're going to draw both knees in towards the chest. We've got the option to bring them in towards the chest and rock the body left to right as well. One of my favorite ones, checking in. How are you today? Especially thinking about all the areas you might feel it as we rock neck, shoulders, lower back, hips, knees. 3, 2, 1. Good, and releasing here. You've got the option to keep the knees bent or just if you can extend them up a little bit. Knees bent is fine. Let's roll those ankles and get all those clicks out. Release all you've done today. Inhale. And slowly exhale. And maybe start to add in your wrists. Start one, stop the other, keep them all going. Roll the other direction, maybe switch directions. Release, team. Because you deserve it. 3, 2, deep breath in and out. And 1, love it. Strong in, draw towards the chest, inhale. And slowly exhale, let's bring those feet down onto the mat. You can either roll to the side or slowly just lift up into the chest. Coming back up to a nice upright position on the mat. Good. You've got a little drink, join me for a lovely little sip. Nothing better than a hot drink, especially on a little chilly evening. And so beautiful to see that sunlight, that spring. We still can feel that little winter in the air, that little bit of coolness, right? Still lingering. I've got that feeling in my body tonight, and that cup of tea is just feeling like a little heaven. So cheers if you've got a hot drink or a cold drink. But yeah, loving a little bit of time, little mindfulness, little warmth with you today. It's the small things, right? And when you're ready, coming all the way up to your tabletop position. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands down in line with the shoulders. Inhale, we're going to extend that right leg. We're going to bend in the knee. We're going to slowly draw the knee in towards the nose. We know this all too well. A little extension. And draw the knee in towards the nose, little crunch. And extend. And we're going to bring that foot up and bring the foot onto the mat. Good. Now take a little adjustment here. Make sure that you feel balanced. Make sure that the knees are hip distance and make your way up into that full lunge. Hands on your shoulder, on the hips, sorry, shoulders drop down. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to sink down into that front knee. And slowly down. Try from your navel, just taking a little bit of time. That is the best. Good. Slowly coming up, drawing it going forward. We're going to wiggle that right foot a little wider. So wiggle it. 2 little wiggles over, I'd imagine, kind of trying to come in the middle. So if I take the foot totally out, we're going to bring it into the middle, little diagonal here. Still going to be kind of inhaling. We're going to sink into that knee a little bit. Okay, good. Let's get a little bit further. A little different sensation here. Keep it strong. Keep the shoulders drawing down, drawing in. Good. Find a little rhythm and a flow for you. Nice, that might be breath. 2. Yeah, beautiful. We're going to taking it this time on so much that you're kind of looking at that warrior 2 stance. The toes are facing out. We're going to tuck under in the pelvis. Maybe bring the arms out into your warrior 2 position. And when you're doing that, we want to draw, tuck under in that pelvis. And as we move forward this time. We're bending into the knee. Make sure the body stays upright. I'm going to track that nipple with the baby toe. That's kind of our aim. Good. So from here, arms coming out. We've got that lovely length. We sink down. Coming up. Breathing in, drawing from your navel and sinking down. Nice one, too. Just see how that feels for you. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Breathing in and exhale. Good. Bending into that front elbow, maybe reaching it up. We've got the option to stay a little bit long and tall. You can reach the arm alongside the ear and really work to draw that top arm, left arm up and back. Sinking down into that knee. How does that feel? Good. Opening the body a little bit. Maybe reach the arm a little more alongside that ear. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly bringing it all the way back up. Good. Hands onto the hips. From here, we're going to turn those toes to face forward and see if you can extend into that front leg, that right leg. I'm going to face you for this one, but stay where you are. It works just as good there. Beautiful. And from here, we're going to inhale, reach it up. And exhale, slowly bring the hands down in front of you. Good. And what we're going to do is our little rock backs. So the back toes can be untucked or tucked. It's up to you. Just feel that little rock forward and back. Noticing that little stretch. The inner thigh or anywhere else you feel it. 3. Great job. 2. 1. Slowly coming back to center. Inhale, walking the hands up. You've got it. Breathing in, we're going to tuck under the pelvis or reach those arms up. And exhale, this time we're going to take that left hand out. We're going to bring the left hand down. So not in line with the shoulder, slightly out. Good. From here, we're going to take the top hand up, tuck under in that pelvis. Whoosh. Feel that lovely tuck under. And you can feel like that tailbone's just not sticking out anymore. We're tucking under. Maybe reaching that arm up over the head. Good. And from here, what we want to do is we're going to lift that leg, elbow to knee. Little crunch, extend. Good. Elbow to knee. Good. And extend. You can always bring the foot onto the mat if it feels too much to have it lifted. Drop it down if you like. Take as many as you can in a flow that feels good to you. Foot on the ground or lifted for 3. Love this one. Good. 2. Beautiful. And last one. There's a little bit of a fire. Bringing that foot down. Inhale, slowly taking that top hand. We're going to bring it around. And we're going to slowly then just begin to bring the body back into that lovely top position. On the knees, inhale, tuck under in the pelvis, find your cat pose, pull across the shoulder blades. And like just to sit down into your child's pose where we began. You've got it. Draw the chin down, relaxing, maybe bending the elbows, you choose. Take a few deep breaths here, just that beautiful reset. Inhale. Slowly exhaling out. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lifting up in the head, coming all the way back to tabletop position. Good. From here, we shift the weight over towards that right leg, lifting in the left, bend in the knee, knee to nose. Taking a little crunch here, nose to knee. Inhale, extend. Good. And in. Up. And extend. Beautiful. And in. And take your step forward. Good. Just take any adjustments you need. Make sure you're balanced. If you're near a wall, use the wall if you need it. Coming all the way up to our lovely little lounge. Good. You know where we're headed. Hands on the hips. Inhale. And sink down to that front knee. Good. Just see how that feels. Drawing in from the navel. We don't really lean forward here. We want to keep the body nice and tall. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice. Sinking down. Good. And that little bit of rhythm. Inhale. And exhale. 5. And next move, we're going to wiggle the foot over somewhere in the middle. So about 2 little wiggles, I'd say, taking the knee on that diagonal. Inhale. I'm just gonna sink down. So remember when you take the foot out, we don't want it too close. You want a lovely extension of that leg. So as you bend, the knees roughly align with the ankle as you bend that knee. So what we're looking for. Just breathe and find that lovely little openness in the hips. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. And the last one, find that little sinking down. How's it feeling for you? Fab. Coming back to center. We're going to wiggle the foot out so that it takes almost that warrior two pose. So you're going to bring it all the way as far open as you can get it, really, and toes facing to the left hand side. Good. Body staying nice and to the center, arms coming out. I want you to imagine it's those warrior two arms, right? Drop the shoulders down. Good. Tuck under in the pelvis. I'm going to turn this direction just to show you from here, but you can kind of take it whatever way you want, tucking under. Good. Notice how that feels. Body's long, arms are strong. We sink. Good. And forward. Good. Just find a flow. You know where we're headed. We're just sinking and coming back. Breathing in. Nice one. And breathing out. Amazing. Maybe taking your gaze over that front middle finger. 3, 2, little smile, and 1. Beautiful. Breathing in. And as we exhale, sinking down, maybe bringing that elbow down and reaching out. Good. Sink down into that knee. Option to keep it nice and tall and long. Remember, let's draw in from that navel. Let's feel that length of the spine. And when we draw in from the navel, we're not necessarily worried at all about the stomach. We're just thinking as we tuck under, we draw in, we kind of get that lovely correction in the spine. That's all it is. The arm maybe comes alongside the ear. Up to you. Take a little sink down. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Nice work. Coming all the way back up. Good. So we're going to make that little adjustment. We're going to turn so that the left toes are facing forward. We're going to take the arms out. We're going to drop down. That right hand is going to come down a little bit further out. So not in line with the shoulder, just a little bit further out. And we're going to kind of sink into that lovely side pose. Inhale, reaching the arm up over the ears, alongside the ear there if you like. You've got the option to keep the foot on the mat, or inhale, we're going to lift up. And then draw it in. And take that extension. Draw it in. And take the extension. And draw it in. Good. You find your little flow here. It's up to you. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. For 5. Again, remember you can take the foot to the floor if it feels too much. Choose a variation that suits you. 4. Nice, a little smile. 3. All right. 2. And 1. Good. Then we're going to bring that leg back down. We're going to slowly walk the hands forward here. The toes are going to face forward. We've done this one side on a slightly different order. The toes face forward, hands in front. We're going to rock forward and back. Now that back foot can be tucked or untucked. It's up to you. Just feel that little bit of a stretch as we rock forward and back. Keep it flowy. Just keep a nice deep breath with me. Beautiful. 3. Relaxing in the neck and the shoulders. For 2. Softening in the jaw. Slow movement. Inhale. And exhale. For 1. Slowly coming all the way back up. Good. We're going to swing that knee back in and slowly make your way back to child's pose. You choose knees in or knees wide. Slowly sinking down, really coming back to child's pose today. We started there at the beginning, just coming back to our little word that we chose for the year. So as you sink down, I want you to come back to that word. And if it's the same word, just lean into that. Maybe visualize what that looks like for you. What does strength look like? What does magic and joy, adventure, abundance? How will you feel? Can you imagine yourself standing in that place, in that feeling? As you just sink into your child's pose. As you're in child's pose, you've got the option here just to maybe bring the forehead to the mat if that the body allows it, you can reach the hands out if you like, drop the shoulders down. Whatever feels good to you, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. You should just surrender to that pose. If you can, feels comfortable, just rock the forehead here, releasing any tightness. Getting that beautiful massage across the third eye. Good. 4, 3, deep breath in and out. 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Inhale, we're gonna lift that body up. Coming all the way back up, lifting up in the tailbone. Finding again that beautiful tabletop we know so well. Good. From here, we're gonna take a little bit of pigeon pose. So inhale, we're gonna kick up. We're gonna draw that right knee in towards the chest and draw the knee forward. Good. Walk the hands slightly more forward. See if you can wiggle that knee a little more forward. Good. Take the left toes. You're going to tuck them under. You're going to use that to wiggle the knee back. Now from here, see how that feels. Can you maybe take that right foot and wiggle a little bit more into the midline so the knee is kind of more moving in the direction of the right hand side. The foot's drawing a little more into the middle. As you kind of play with that, you might feel it really tight. It might feel really good to come down onto fists or bring the whole body down. If it feels okay, continue here. Maybe seeing if you can bring both of those hip bones down towards the mat. Try to almost square them off and tuck the back toe and find a position that feels right here in those hips. For the forehead, the neck. I love a good stacked fist in this one. And breathe. I want you to relax the forehead. Separate the teeth. We're going to stay here a little while. So just trying to release any of that heaviness that we've been holding. Such a beautiful pose to get into those hips. Inhale, and as we exhale, just see if you can let the body melt a little deeper into this expression of the pose. Inhale, maybe separating the teeth. Relax the jaw. If this feels too much, you can always lie on your back. Just bring the knee in towards the chest and take some slow, deep breaths there. All is good. Choose what feels good for you and your body, the knees, the back. Just listen. Breathe. Beautiful. Letting go. Anything not serving you and inviting in all that represents your beautiful word for the year. So we lean into this amazing new season. Let's take our word, whether it's old or whether we chose a new one. Let's take that into this beautiful season. Spring. Inhale, lifting up, roll the body over a little bit towards that right hand side. We're going to bring that back knee up and then just re-center yourself into that tabletop position. Good. Inhale, we're going to tuck under it, take that pose. Feel that little pull across the back. Exhale, so we'll take a cow. Done a cow yet tonight. Let's take that tailbone up, draw the shoulders down. So we don't want to be collapsing in that upper body. Draw the shoulders down, really let that belly settle down. And breathe, relaxing the forehead, softening the jaw, tailbone tilting up. Good, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come back to tabletop. So what we do is we draw in from the navel. We draw in that kind of floaty rib. We draw it in. We get that length. That's all about the spine. Good. Sometimes that cue makes me think we're thinking about your core, but we are just really working on elongating that spine. It really helps to draw that navel in. Good. Other side. Inhale. Let's extend that left leg. Bend the knee in. We're going to take the knee as forward as you can. Drop onto the mat. And then you're going to use the hands to walk slightly forward. Good. See how that feels. And then you're going to tuck your back toes on the right foot. Wiggle that knee back, back, back. So seeing how that feels, checking in. How is it on the back? Maybe see if you can wiggle now that left foot a little bit more into the midline. Kind of take that left knee out a little bit. And we're thinking about where the hips go. We're not relaxing over towards the left-hand side. We're trying to turn so both hips are moving in the direction of the mat, and that might make you feel like you want to fall down. You can untuck those toes, see how that feels. maybe coming down. I often rest the forehead on my fists here. Or maybe just fall down. The body allows it. Inhale. And as we exhale, so you can just tuck under the pelvis, getting those hips a little more square. Taking any little wiggles you need, relax in the jaw. Amazing. Inhale. And exhale. Find some breath, some time to release. This is a beautiful position. Often when we work into the hips, pigeon is a little famous for that hip position where we can really find a little bit of deep release in the fascia. This like beautiful talk today on how the movement of yoga really just move like water. Like our body's made of so many water molecules, and they store up in the body, especially in the hips. We've experienced trauma because it changes structure. We do through our movement and our breaths, we start to release some of that. We shift the structure, we move that through the body in a new way. And I just love kind of exploring that, especially as we lean into this really beautiful position. We release, we surrender, we let go. We kind of lean into that sensation of irritability and we just sit with it. Emotions, our feelings are not to feel shame around. They're there to sit with, make friends with, be with, work with, and shape us. Move through, tap things into the light. Good. When you're ready, breathing in, and then we're gonna roll the body over towards that left-hand side. Amazing. And slowly bring that foot up. We're gonna take both feet, bottoms of the feet together, and see if we can find our butterfly position. Nice. So bringing the bottoms of the feet together. If your hips are really tight, squeeze those knees in, draw the chest through, use the hands, and then slowly just drop the knees a little and up. And drop them out. And up. Inhale. You play with what feels good to you. It's really great little practice. Just squeeze and hold and drop. Taking it as slow or as quick as feels good to you. Let's relax the breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let's really try and soften into the hips. 3, 2, and 1. Dropping them down, wiggling a little if the sit bones feel uneven, and just see if you can find a place where you can stay with it. You can have the hands forward. If you're feeling like that's really pulling on the back, bring the hands behind you, bring your fingertips onto the mat, squeeze the elbows in, elbows bent, and then push the hands and see if you can work to draw the chest forward, relaxing the chin down. Absolutely fine wherever you are. This is that pose. I always really try and reiterate for everybody that every pose is so different for each of us, and this is not meant to look a certain way. Some of you might find this one really, really simple, really beautiful if those hips are really open. And for others, just the nature of the body, nothing we're doing wrong at all. It's just that person's hips are tight. I remember many of my yoga kind of colleagues in my training, this was one of those poses. You know, we were all just so different. So lean in. I think my hyperextension in my body absolutely helps with this. And I love a good hippie bit of work, but for some of us, this is going to be that little one we're breathing through. Take it as you need it. If there's anybody here feels comfortable, the body feels supple enough, you can fold forward. And if you really want to play with it, we draw the chest forward as if I'm drawing it forward, and going down. Staying a little bit longer tonight. Like I said, we're not quite practicing a yin class. We usually hold every pose for about 3 to 4 minutes in yin. I'm just holding a little longer tonight to find that lovely release. Just let the neck and the back soften. Taking some time to really soak up some of these deeper poses as we finish off the day. 3. Inhale and exhale 2. And 1. Awesome. Slowly coming all the way back up. Beautiful. Let's take the knees up, and bring the feet in. Give them a little cross. If you've got a drink, take a little sip with me. Cheers, my beautiful friends.
All right, from here, we're just gonna come to standing, swing the feet back, tuck those toes, and slowly come up to a nice standing position on your mat. Awesome, we're gonna take a little goddess sequence. I'm just feeling this beautiful energy this week from all the women around me, my beautiful female friends. I think it's been kicked off since like International Women's Day, but I feel like I've just been so blessed and surrounded with like these most insane women, learning from them, growing from them. And yeah, just feeling grateful. And I felt like it really inspired me to make sure Goddess was in our practice today. We're going to take those feet nice and wide. So we're not doing I don't know if anyone's familiar with ballet, but a plie is this sort of movement. We bend the knees, make almost like a diamond shape. Often the heels are touching. We don't want that. We're not doing ballet. We're going for a yoga pose. We want to take it almost like sumo wrestler, big stance, or the Australian haka, or is it New Zealand? I always get that wrong. So coming all down, we want to sink down into those knees, and we're going to squeeze the inner thighs and come up. Good. So let's start with those sunflowers and the moonflowers. We're really going to work here to try and get into those hips and those inner thighs. Just find that release today. Inhale. Just channel that inner goddess. Exhale, arms come down. Feels really good. Maybe the palms face forward, feeling that shoulders draw down, feeling that chest lifted tall and long from the top of the head. Squeeze and reach up. Breathing in and exhale. Just keep the hands high. Big smile. Inhale. Exhale, swinging the hands down. We're going to take the arms across like a hug and slowly option to keep it lifted, or you can lean forward. We've done a little in the hip, so it's fine to let that chin draw down, let the body soften. Feels better to bring the fingertips on the mat, you can. If not, just let gravity do the work. Stay in your hug. Relaxing in the neck. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And remember, if your knees are sore, you could just take a little bend. You don't have to take it deep, and you don't have to forward fold. Keep the arms up, breathing in. And as we exhale, bringing down, feeling strong. Good in those cactus arms, feeling secure. Inhale, reaching it up. Little smile, channeling that goddess. And exhale, give yourself a hug. See if you can switch opposite arm on top if you remember which one you did. Really doesn't matter if not, but nice to kind of always take that left to right balance. It's all about creating that balance in the movement in the body. Slowly folding down if that feels good to you. Let everything hang down. Again, if it feels too much, just stay upright, straighten the legs when you want, but keep those arms going. Inhale, squeezing in those inner thighs, reaching up, palms up, and exhale, keeping them there. Deep breath, drop the shoulders down. Beautiful. Maybe just bring the fingertips to touch here. Let's do it again. Inhale, a little quicker, sinking down. We'll hold. Remember, we're holding a little longer tonight. Inhale, reaching up, fingertips to touch. Drop the shoulders down. Inhale. And bend and hug, holding here or drawing the body down. Good, just let gravity do the work. See what's happening for you. If it's too much, come back up. Inhale, squeezing and lifting, tuck under in the pelvis. You can keep that balance, fingertips to touch. And exhale, drop those shoulders down. Awesome, little smile, softening the forehead and the face. Inhale. Exhale, bending down, cactus. Little hold. Inhale, reaching it up. Fingertips to touch. Exhale. Inhale. Bringing it down. Opposite arm to cross over. And your hug. And option to lean forward. Good. I'm going to give you an extra option here. If you like, you can sink over. So if you want to bring the weight over towards one side, extend the other. Bringing it back, you can bring the fingertips forward if that feels better. See if you can take that little movement side to side while you're here. If you're a little bit more uplifted, just bend and straighten, bend and straighten. If the forward fold felt too much. So just taking that little extension, maybe walking the hands over or keeping the hug. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly make your way back up. Breathing in and reach the palms to touch. And exhale, draw the shoulders down. And bring those thumbs in, drawing from the navel. You've got it. Good. Take a few little pulses here. Hands come on the hips. Inhale. If you're still feeling balanced, if you kind of shimmied at all, inhale. And exhale, drop those shoulders down. Good. So we can bend
We can straighten, or you can bend and pulse with me, up to you. Take that tuck in under the pelvis, navel in, just feel that work. We're working into that lower body, the hips, trying to stay tall. Feel like the crown of the head, we're pulling you up. Good, 3, 2, feeling strong in those legs, glutes, coming all the way up, strong in your core, exhale. Amazing, breathing in, breathe out through the mouth. Enjoying that moment. We're taking the head left to right, little neck stretch. We'll come down in a bit. Inhale, coming back to center with the neck. And exhale. Let's bend down in those knees, finding your goddess, feeling strong. Now you've got the option again, you can straighten those legs, do the same, or we can lift one heel and pulse. Just feeling that little bit of a dip a little deeper if it feels good. And breathe, inhale. Little smile, exhale. Strong work, 2 and 1. Drop the heels, squeeze it in. Inhale. And exhaling out. Love a little sequencing, goddess. Take a little moment. You need to move that neck left to right. Just a little opportunity just to feel that out. Back to center. Drawing in from the navel, breathing in. And exhale, let it all go. Fab team, breathing in, you know where we're headed. Lovely little goddess, lift the heel. Good, see how that feels for you. If you can keep the body lifted, so instead of the shoulders coming forward, draw the shoulders back. And keep that lovely little sink. Good, breath in for 3. Your pace of those pulses, come out of it when you want to. And 1, drop the heel and straighten those legs. Inhaling. And exhaling nice and slow. Sometimes we hold the breath there, don't we? So we're going to bend in the elbows. We're going to bring the hands behind the ears. Drop the shoulders down. Draw in from the navel. Good. Now we're going to kind of move right to left. If it feels too much to take the bend, you've done my knees in. You could take it here from standing or a little bend. Or breathe in. Let's find our goddess. So option to be here or standing. We're going to take that right elbow to the right side and back. Listening to your body, see how that feels. We're almost doing a little bit of core work here. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Relaxing in the face. Soften in the forehead. Find that little flow. Good. You move at your own pace. 4. Good. 3. 2. Nice work. And 1. Feel that little fire in the legs, back to center. Squeezing and lifting, hands on the hips. Fab work, team. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to throw in a little balance tonight in our goddess. So if you need to hold on to anything or just take one foot up rather than both. But maybe if you need to shake it out, we've been there a little bit. We're going to come back to that lovely position. So remember, we don't want the diamond, we want that big stance. See how it feels. I'm not sure how this is going to go for me because my balance when I do this one is always a little mixed. Let's see. Take it slow, breathe. Take your gaze slightly in front of you, nothing that's moving. Lift maybe one heel or both. Maybe see if you can find that balance. If it's just a little bit, that's fine. Start to maybe feel the feet, finding that balance. Drop the shoulders. So you can steady the breath rather than holding it. If you found that sweet spot, can you lift the heels a little more, sink a little deeper? Fab, guys. My strong goddesses. 3, 2, 1. Heels down and straight. Amazing. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. When you're ready, either wiggle the feet in or give it a little hop. Awesome. Just lift those knees up. Maybe take them side to side. Find that little release. It's like we kind of do on the floor, isn't it? Lots in the hips, lots in the quads. Amazing. 3, 2, and 1. Go back to a nice tall position, standing in the middle. We're going to inhale, roll the shoulders up and drop it back. Find those beautiful rolls. Good. Take as many as you need, just that lovely Beautiful movement to just get into the shoulders. Notice any tightness. Really taking over the body. 4 deep breaths. Really stay with it. Good. 2. Up everyone. Then 1 inhale. And drop it down. Shoulders dropping down. Body just coming to a bit of stillness. Fab work. Inhale. And slowly exhaling now. Amazing. Breathing in. Reach those arms up alongside the ears. What we want to do is we want to turn the body towards the right hand side and we're going to swing the hands down. We're just turning the body, both hands are down. Good. And from here, I want you to take the left arm, swing it forward. Then we're going to come back to center, arms come out, swing to the other side. And you can move the back foot, pivot so that we don't get any soreness in the knees. Maybe swinging those arms a little higher. Just getting that movement. Move the body. So water through the body, let's change and shift. Good. Don't forget to take care of the knees in this one as you move left to right. You can take the arms around you if you've got the space, not hitting anything. See if you can bring them around like a hug this time. Swinging them around. So forward and around, forward and around. Good. Bending the back arm. Good. Find that beautiful deep breath. So you just move, feel that kind of movement in the air, energy that you're creating. We're just shaking off the week. Anything negative. I'm just feeling that beautiful moment to reset. Whatever time you're doing this practice, such a beautiful time to just move and shake any of that stagnant energy, any of that build up. Let's just get it out, coming back to a beautiful place. Moving forward slowly, come back to stillness. Like to just shake the hands for me, lifting them up. And shake the hands, bring them down. Shake the hands, lifting them up. And shake the hands, lifting them down. So anything not serving you, let it go, shake it out. And breathing in. Breathing out. A lovely bit of movement to take us into the next bit of our day or evening. Good. Come to stillness for me. Just close the eyes. See if you can find that beautiful strong Tadasana. We're going to tuck under in the pelvis. In from the navel, bring maybe the hands out, opening the palms, the chest. Don't lock the knee. Keep a little micro bend in that knee as we tuck under. Draw the chin in. Maybe close the eyes. Inhaling. And slowly exhaling. Channeling that strength and that energy. That beauty. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Take one ear to one side. And coming back to center, ear to the other side. Just find that little bit of a flow. Inhale and exhale, turning the outer edges of the mouth up. Just a little smile as you keep it flowing, keep it moving. Nice job, my friends. 3. 2. And 1. Slowing it down, head back to center. Fab. Inhale, reach those arms up. Maybe a little back. We've not done loads of the spine today. We're really into those hips and the lower body coming all the way down onto the knees. Swing the feet to the side. Make your way to your upright position. What feels good to you? Yourself comfy. So if cross-legged is not comfy, just you can sit any way that feels good upright. You can also take yourself over to a chair. Breathing in.
And exhale, we're going to drop that right hand down. We're going to bring the left hand up. Inhale. I'm going to bend into that right elbow. I want you to push down in the left sit bone or just reaching over and down. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Softening that forehead. See how that feels. Can you take the head with it? The ears coming over to get that little release, lovely side body stretch. And next time you've got the body reaching over, let's stay there. Let's draw that shoulder down. Push into that sit bone. See how you feel. Let's take a nice deep breath into that side body, similar to what we did when we were on our knees in child's pose at the beginning, working a little bit of that breath into that upper side body. And you've got the option to stay here. You can draw the thumb back. See if you can turn the chest open, bending in the elbow. Breathing in and out. Just see how it feels to take that twist, chest open, heart open, little smile. Love a little symbolic image of just being ready to receive, to notice, to grab onto all those things before us. We'll connect with our desired state, our word, our little dreams. Inhale, coming back to center, reaching over and coming all the way back up. Bringing both hands down. Inhale, right hand comes up. Exhale, drop the shoulders down, draw in from the navel, nice and tall in the spine. Little reach and back. Up to you how you want to play this. And take the ear over, reaching down. Inhale and exhale. Soften in the face. Relaxing in the forehead, the jaw. Seeing how this feels on the neck. Really pushing down into that left sit bone as you reach over. Get that beautiful sort of arch and stretch in that side body, releasing the day. And on your next, we're going to inhale and slowly just reach the hand up and over. Draw the shoulders down. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale. Make sure the neck is comfy. Slowly exhaling out. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reaching both arms up. Good, we're going to twist towards that right hand side. Keep the spine tall, lifting up. Drop the shoulders down. Lovely breath to belly in and out. Inhale, reach the arms up to center. Twist to the other side, tall in the spine. Deep breath in and out. And in and out. Inhale, coming back, reaching those up, arms up, fingertips to touch. Slowly pull the arms down, thumbs together, palms to touch, elbows lifted. Good. Inhaling. And slowly, slowly exhaling out. I invite you to close the eyes. Last breath, if it felt good, maybe take another one. Just slow your exhalation down. And use it to help you reset. Beautiful cleansing. Deep exhalation. And as you sit a little bit, just stop. Enjoy a bit of stillness, either gazing down or eyes closed. And just breathe. Whatever way the breath wants to come, noticing it. That quiet little magic behind us, working its magic to keep us moving through all these incredible human experiences. Inhale, slowly bring the palms down and lifting the palms up. Bring the backs of the hands either onto the legs or just beside you in whichever way you're seated. Inhale and exhale. Maybe bring your pointer finger and your thumb to touch. So we sit in this beautiful position. Slowly bring our practice into it, Shavasana. I invite you just to come back and ask yourself in this moment, how do you feel? In the silence. you notice about the body? Do you notice about the mind? Is there even a tiny shift, a change, a quiet, or a stillness? It's absolutely fine if not. But our movement, our asana, the goal of it is not to look a certain way in a pose, but it's to get here, to peace, calm, clarity, stillness, right? Just to sit with it. Soak up. It's a beautiful meditative state. If this is feeling really good today, maybe switch up your Shavasana and finish it in more upright, traditional meditative pose to see if you can bring the body a little taller, spine tall, rather than having an arching back. Or you can absolutely grab your warm clothes and begin to just wrap up into your favorite cozy space, lying down on your backs, head on the floor, or on your sofa, crawling in bed. Just lay back in the quiet and rest. Vasana today, I invite you to come back to your word. Whether it's a new word, let go of the one from winter and you've got a new one for spring, or whether you hold on to that word for the year. See if you can write that word again on a really beautiful blank canvas, blank piece of paper, even the most beautiful writing you could ever imagine. Imagine yourself tracing over and over it. Courage, strength, health, magic, joy, peace, balance, feeling worthy, connected, present, abundant. Whatever your word, whether it's in that little bank or of your own word, sit with it now. Keep tracing over those words in your favorite colors. Trace over it in glitter. And as you let the body soften into this beautiful meditation, whether you're sat up or lying back, just surrender. Imagine yourself feeling all the things you desire. What would that word make you feel in your body? Softening in the forehead, releasing and relaxing creases alongside the eyes. Letting go of the tightness in the jaw. Letting your body melt into the floor. Just sitting a little bit today. our hopes, our intentions, our little dreams, and our wishes. Planting seed. Hopefully begin to blossom as we move into this beautiful spring season. And when I come back to you often, may you all be happy. May you all be healthy. May you ride the waves of your life, knowing you truly have everything inside of you to weather the storm. Namaste, peace and love. This is your Sunday stretch.